Remember when I produced this amazing scaleless ball python and I said that this was the last one I was ever gonna produce? Well, I lied. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you about how we actually produced the very first scaleless ball python.
Yeah, Dad, where'd the scaleless ball python come from?
It all started about 10 years ago when I was bringing a shipment in from West Africa, and my guy sent me a picture of this snake here that was missing just a few scales on the head. I was already bringing in the shipment, so I figured, what the heck? Let's go ahead and bring it in and see what happens.
What happened next, Mr. Brian?
I'm getting there, Mike. Just relax. To my surprise, when we bred scaleless head to normal, we produced animals like this that were lacking some of the scales on their head, saying that there actually is an inherent gene, potentially an incomplete dominant, meaning that when I bred the scaleless head to a normal, about half the babies came out looking just like the dad, missing some scales on his head.
We're desensitizing some of these monitors today. Wonderful reaction. He's not running from me. Definitely not a fan of the holds yet.
Nice stance.
Yeah, not biting though. Not running away from me. Get some little taps. Still not running away from me.
Doing great, Jake.
Thanks, Mike. But just really making sure that he knows that I'm not food this entire time. It's all about the journey. Oh, almost got a matching one with Mike. That smells fantastic. Connie!
What are you doing?
Frosty left you a present.
That's a you gift. Look, it spells Jake.
And immediately my mind went to, if I bred scaleless head to scaleless head, I would produce an all scaleless ball python. Fast forward 4 years and we produced the very first scaleless ball python. We're absolutely blown away at how amazing they are. And truth be told, we thought they'd be a lot like the scaleless corn snake, but the truth was they really weren't. Hey Mike, how much would it cost to shave your eyebrows?
I'm not doing it.
If I gave you $200, would you shave your eyebrows? No. Would you, $1,000, would you shave your eyebrows?
No.
What? $1,000, you wouldn't shave your eyebrows?
There's a story. I don't look good with shaved eyebrows.
You've had shaved eyebrows?
That's an ambiguous statement there.
How much did you get paid?
None. It was supposed to be a joke.
Do you think that you would look good with a shaved head? Think you could pick the women up with a shaved head?
I don't know. What are we doing?
Mike is so funny.
Can I ask you a question real quick? So, what do you think the best coloring book is?
Best coloring book?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got a little cousin. I wanted to pick one out for him.
How old is he?
He's 3.
He's 3. Okay, my grandson who's 3 actually plays with these.
Oh, that's
it only
nice,
colors
yeah.
on the page.
That is
so
important.
He really likes those.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
I asked her, I said, what's your favorite coloring book?
But let's go ahead and take a look at what a scaleless snake actually is. And I'm gonna get into why I lied to you about the scaleless ball python in a minute. But I wanted to talk about what is a scaleless snake. So basically the scales, and you can see these guys have ventral scales on their belly. Those scales are made of something that's called keratin, which is the same thing as our hair and our fingernails. And that's basically a snake's armor. And with a scaleless corn snake or a scaleless rat snake or a scaleless ball python, it's a mutation that is actually lacking that keratin that reduces the scalation.
My nose doesn't work right. I got COVID a couple months ago. What does that smell like to you?
Maybe like a vanilla. There's not much smell
This is
to it.
so bad.
Oh, no bueno. What music are you listening to?
Actually, it's stupid. I'm actually not listening to music. I'm watching House.
It's waiting to get kicked out any minute.
What's your favorite candy?
Skittles?
Skittles? That's a good choice. Mine's Reese's.
Cool.
Do you pass out candy and stuff on Halloween and stuff?
I do.
What kind of like assortment bag do you go for? Like,
We go full-size bars.
oh, nice.
Yeah, we gotta be that house.
Candy.
That's amazing.
We've all seen hairless cats. Well, hairless cats are actually the exact same mutation as any scaleless snake. Basically, you're lacking the keratin. In the cat, the keratin is hair, and in the snake, the keratin is scales.
So I've never personally worked with chicken strip. That's okay. So immediately, not a fan. Not bad. If he stops talking to me, generally means that we're getting somewhere. There's still light taps on the tail. I have not broke contact with him at all, and he's not talking to me anymore. So now I'm actually touching his body, so we made it from tail to body. He has not attempted to go for my hand. Tail whips have basically stopped entirely. This might be all that we get out of him, but like even this is better than him trying to attack me. That tail's wicked.
But unlike the scaleless corn snakes and the scaleless rat snake, found out that the scaleless ball python actually are a little bit different animal. First, they don't have ventral scales on their belly. That could be the issue. We're not 100% sure. But they went into what we call rapid shed cycles. So every like 14 days they would shed, where a normal ball python would shed every 4 to 6 weeks. So they kind of went into rapid shed cycles. And during that shed cycle, sometimes the skin would actually get stuck a little bit. But although we were facing some problems keeping scaleless ball pythons and kind of decided not to breed them, other people were actually having decent success raising them. Basically by keeping them dry when they're not in the shed cycle, and then when they're in the shed cycle, moisten them up so that they can shed out to where they don't get stuck shed. So they definitely require more work, and we just thought that maybe we would stop breeding them for the future.
I'm so confused. My biggest barrier with hiccup is his sight. What I have to do every time he is touched, he's not sure if it's us, if it's an animal, if he's in danger. It's a lot of touch and we immediately move because he just wants to turn around and defend himself. A little bit of a turn, just trying to figure out what's touching him, what's going on. I let him just get some licks on me, figure out that I am not food, get him not to go behind the tree. That's step one. This is kind of a goal that I would want to get to with all the monitors. He now trusts me enough to know that I'm not going to hurt him. Get back here! All seriousness, we're just letting him run a little bit. Anytime that he is comfortable on me is a win for us. So he is being calm right now. What we're gonna place him back inside here nice and calm. That way he knows that running away doesn't reward him with going back inside.
Excuse me, I got a real quick question. Where's the like the hair supply stuff?
Hair supply stuff is gonna be straight upward.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. Next to the pharmacy. Go get some shampoo.
But you had a good conversation with the candy guy.
He was trying to leave so hard. Oh, we got some brush stuff here. Maybe get some curls going.
That's a fancy one. That's a triple banger.
Maybe get some hair ties for Jake, of course. Ooh, shampoo. Oh, Ozzy. Does that mean Peter uses this one? Coconut.
So why did I lie to you guys? Well, we actually had a surprise clutch from another scaleless to scaleless that we weren't really expecting. And guess what just hatched out? That's right, 2 more baby scaleless ball pythons. So not only do we have the original female, but now we have 2 more babies that just came out of the egg. This project holds a soft spot in my heart because we produced the very first one. And it was one of the most exciting things that we ever had produced. The anticipation of that clutch was absolutely ridiculous. And I was so excited when we actually produced the first one. And now here, all these years later, we have 3 more baby scaleless ball pythons. We're probably not going to sell these guys and see if we can figure out the best way to actually keep these guys. I don't know that I'll ever do it again in the future, but I'm sure happy it worked out this year. What do you think?
Oh, what's different?
I'm done.
You can wear that all day?
I hope not.
Yeah, till close when we're open at the Reptarium.
Oh, wow. That'd be fun.
I think he looks dreamy.
This is kind of the goal that we want here. So Toothless gets worked with all the time. He's one of our favorites here at the Reptarium. And what he's already doing is he's curious about me. He's coming up to me. He trusts all of us here. No reaction to the pets, not trying to go after me. And then if we go in for a grab, no tail whips, no wiggles, no runs. He'll hang out just like this. And this is 100% what we want to do with all of our other ones. Just to where we're not limited on, oh, you come to the Reptarium, you only get to see Toothless. We don't want that. We want you to hang out with Frosty. We want you to see Chicken Strip, maybe feed Hiccup, all those types of good things.
He's so cute.
He just kissed me in the mouth. That was kind of weird.
Now, if you want to get a scaleless ball python, I'm not discouraging you to do it. You just have to understand the work to keep these guys healthy. They're not like a normal ball python, but they can thrive with the right types of conditions. And we're going to continue on working out, figuring out what exactly that means. But I can confidently say now that we probably will never be hatching out any more scaleless ball pythons. Speaking of out, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember,
The train hard go fast.